Howdy, 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 my beautiful Sagittarius. How you doing, honey? My name is SimplyVelca Sachi, and I'm going to be doing your weekly tarot reading for January 2022, darling. All right, honey? So if you enjoy this tarot reading today, darling, let me know in the comments below which tarot cards resonate with you and how, my beautiful Sagittarius, because that's how I keep up with you, as well as if you enjoy my vibe, honey. I would appreciate if you were to give this video a like and subscribe because it helps me out more than you ever possibly could know, Sagittarius, all right? Be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, darling Sagittarius, because that's how you get the full energy of what's going down for your life in specific. And be looking for the code word that's going to be popping up somewhere in this tarot video here, Saji. That's how you put it in the comments below, honey. And then you get entered into a chance to win a free tarot reading by me, darling. All right, Saji. So let's just jump right into your tarot reading here today, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going down for you at this current point in time, darling. All right, honey. We have the temperance energy here coming in, Sagittarius. I feel called to just tell you this message here, Sagittarius, of just give this time. Give something a little bit more time. I don't know if there's something that you've been a little bit impatient about, or maybe you've been playing this little waiting game in regards to something, Sagittarius, but give it a little bit more time, darling. All right? I hear for some of you guys that you don't have the time to be waiting anymore. That's fine and dandy, darling. Then, you know, it is what it is. But I feel as if for many of you, Sagittarius, is if you gave a certain situation a little bit more time, you'll be really pleasantly surprised by what comes of it. All right, Sagittarius, that is just the first and foremost. That is the first thing that came to me when I pulled that temperance energy. Sagittarius, give something a little bit more time. Queen of Cups coming in here, because it's almost as if, Sagittarius, some of you guys, maybe you're no longer interested in being patient with this energy anymore, because it's almost as if some of you guys are thinking the worst case scenario in regards to this person, in regards to this situation, how it's playing out here. It feels as if for many of you guys, you're just like, it's no point in waiting anymore, because it's like, they ain't gonna take lead. They're interested or what have you, Sagittarius, right? You gotta get your, flick off that devil off the side of your shoulder and invest in a little rubber ducky earring named Janet, honey, all right? Because it's like some devil on your shoulder. It might be just your own anxiety, darling, all right? That is convincing you of this narrative of where it's like, it's not where it's like you are the one being disserviced here, where things aren't going to be working out in your favor and what have you. And the Queen of Cups comes in as this message where it's just like the energy, it represents where it's like the energy around you, the people around you do care for you, Sagittarius. They do care for you, and you can trust them a little bit. All right, so give this a little bit more time. Have some patience. Remember that we are all human. All right, Hermit energy stepping forward here for you, Sagittarius. I do feel as if you guys are kind of interested in kind of just like doing away with everybody. I wouldn't be surprised for a lot of you Sagittariuses if like you are randomly feeling really this desire of just shutting off all your social medias and just, you know, going ghost for a while, Sagittarius, right? And maybe for some of you guys, that'll be the best thing for you, right? Just to give yourself some time and to reflect and all that, but do some damage control with this, Sagittarius. So what I mean by this is where it's like you can give this more time for a situation to play out, but you don't have to say that you're like going ghost for a while. You know, it's just like while they do their things over here, Sagittarius, you can do your own thing over here, and you don't have to let the other energies know. You don't have to explain yourself, Sagittarius. All right, that's something I feel like I need to tell you guys. You don't have to explain yourself, Sagittarius. I feel like you can do your own soul seeking and, you know, tend to your own life, allow, you know, your life still goes on. You can wait for this other energy here, but still allow your life to go on, because then we have the Hanged Man energy in the back of the deck for this row coming in here, because at some point in time, there is something that's going to be really changing things up, changing your perspective, Sagittarius, in regards to the situation here. So I feel as if you really would benefit from just having that Hermit energy, but not having that Hermit energy where you block everybody. All right, you can have that Hermit energy where you just don't answer people's texts, you don't answer people's calls, just don't make anything official in terms of like snipping away. All right, that's what I feel called to be telling you, Sagittarius, because Eight of Pentacles, again, this is another message here. This first row is letting you know, Sagittarius, where it's like if you were to be patient with this energy, giving it a little bit more time, tending to yourself, living your own life, darling Sagittarius, what ends up happening, what gives you this 180 experience where it's like it's up leveling. All right, Eight of Pentacles energy is really going further going above and beyond, really evolving, really Sagittarius. And that's what I feel like is happening. You have to allow this evolving process to happen. You can't fast pace the process, right? When you think about a pregnancy, honey, right? Even if you want to give birth tomorrow, right? You still have to allow that incubation period before something really comes into fruition. It may take longer than what you were hoping for or what you were anticipating, but I mean, that's just life, unfortunately, right, Sagittarius? If only we could just have things come in at will, right? If only this is like The Sims, right? But unfortunately, it's not, honey, right? So if you give this a little bit more time and you just tend to yourself, you're going to be really happy, girl. Yeah, hopefully happier than this tarot deck is. Apparently, honey, giving me all this attitude, Sagittarius. But you'll be happy with the turnout of this, right? Even if this is in terms of a project, maybe you're wanting to fold your hands clean of a project here. You know, give it a little bit more time. Step away from this for a little while, Sagittarius. Some of you guys could really deal with it, like really benefit from just like a little bit of a break from it all right? Four of Wands energy comes in your second row under your Temperance energy here, Sagittarius. This is beautiful energy here, darling, and I'll tell you why. With this Four of Wands energy here, this lets you know of the path of where you are going. You are going to get to your destination. That is the one thing I want to be pushing to you guys, Sagittarius. You are going to reach your destination, all right? The Four of Wands is known as like the 1111 card because you see two wands on either side, all right? It's also known as the portal card. It's also the card of marriage, but I'm not going to really go into that narrative because I don't feel called to in this spread. But you are going to get to your destination, Sagittarius. So trust and believe that. I do kind of feel like we're going to, like, y'all's energy right now really reminds me of the star energy. I know that's Aquarian energy. Maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius or someone that has strong Aquarius in the chart, but I feel like I'm taking this more at face value. Face value, honey. I'm taking the card at the face value what I'm being shown, where it's like y'all are really identifying with the star storyline. So look up the star in tarot and get the full definition of that, because I feel like y'all will really resonate with that story. High Priestess card coming in here under that Queen of Cups coming in here, Sagittarius. Because here's the thing, deep down it's like you don't want to admit it to yourself, because maybe on some level you're trying to avoid that feeling of disappointment or like that fear of failure on some level, Sagittarius. But the fact of the matter is, for you, darling, like it is going to be happening, but I feel like you don't want to be the one that vocalizes that. It's like you don't want to give yourself enough hope. Like you don't want to amp yourself up just to be potentially disappointed. So in order, like, for you to avoid that pain, you just kind of just instantly go to this negative narrative. Or because it doesn't instantly happen for you, I don't know why I keep on treating this rubber ducky as if it's my hair. As I keep on hair flipping, honey, but I like it. But it's like, because you don't want to go through that disappointment and you're not getting those immediate results, you're just like, let me just quit so you don't have to be hurt later down the road, right? And then we have these Six of Cups coming in here under this Hermit energy here. Some of you Sagittarius need to, that's a pattern of y'all's. Y'all are afraid of rejection. Y'all are afraid of failure. Because it's been a common theme in your life. That sounds aggressive, right? That failure, disappointment's been a common theme. But it's like, especially with people, it's like you're used to people disappointing you. You're used to people not, valuing you, Sagittarius, or just not. If this is like working, like you're used to people working against you or just doing things that really just upset you or disappoint you. And so you kind of just are like living in this pattern almost because you set it up to be that way on this level here. It seems to be, Sagittarius, where it's like you're not giving this a chance to really come into fruition here, Sagittarius. I'm probably going to piss some of y'all off, aren't I, honey? But it's just like, yeah, Five of Wands energy here in the back of the deck as well. I mean, like, I get it, Sagittarius. Y'all have been dealt with a lot of really crappy people in your life. There's no sugarcoating it. You've dealt with a lot of people that have just taken you for granted. You've dealt with a lot of people, a lot of situations that you had to put in all the work and no one else was reciprocating or helping you out in any type of way. And it's almost like some of you guys are just writing this off as like another part, like being part of that as well. And I don't feel like that's the case for you, Sagittarius. I really don't. I feel really confident in this energy here, Sagittarius, for y'all. All right. I feel like this is different. I really do. I really feel like this is different for you. And so the clarifiers for this row here, Sagittarius, are the Three of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Very fabulous cards to be happening. The Wheel of Fortune lets you know the progression for this, all right? The Three of Pentacles as well lets you know that what's going down for you is actually happening in your favor as well. Things are going to be working out for you, Sagittarius. Like, again, I feel as if, like, I can't help but feel like there's like if like being pit against one another or something like this. It's like you're like there's this energy here where I feel like you feel like everyone's working against you or something like this, like something being against you, Sagittarius, is what I feel. And I want to be telling you guys, especially with that Wheel of Fortune and this Three of Pentacles energy here, you're not being like, no one's working against you, Sagittarius. Like allow yourself to take a moment and just breathe, all right? I feel like some of you guys are having this trauma response with this situation here, where you're telling yourself that they're working against you, and so because you feel that way, you would rather cut it off now rather than when actually something happens, when it's really in reality not ever going to happen in that way. So I don't know what that message is and who that's for, Sagittarius, but I'm trying, like, it just keeps coming in where it's just like you're not, they're not an enemy. This energy here is not an enemy, all right? And I can promise that to you, because we're not getting any type of enemy or painful cards here. Knock on wood, honey. Right? All right. This is what I already called out, Sagittarius. We have the shadow work card. We have the strength card coming in for you, darling. All right, Saggy. And this is under your temperance energy as well as your Four of Wands. So the shadow work card of the strength is like, this is your cycle, this is your lesson here, Sagittarius. You know, you always get so close to your goals, you always get so close to being able to really come close with a connection here, or with a job, or whatever your goals and accomplishments are, Sagittarius. And then there's some type of energy that sabotages, whether it's exterior or interior, or exterior or internal. You know, I feel like that's kind of individual here, Sagittarius. I'm not going to really harp on that too much, but you know, you always get so close to your goal that you can taste it, and then you know, you end up getting disappointed. And I feel like that's been, just like, as I said, a consistent cycle in your life. But again, I want to say this time, it's like this energy is different. It's not going to disappoint you, I promise you, but you have to give it a chance. You know, King of Cups energy, as you're in your second row here with the High Priestess under, rather, your High Priestess and Queen of Cups here. Very interesting. Nice divine counterpart energy here. You have the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess, and then the King of Cups. So very much so intuitive, like, you know, there is this sense of natural, like, like something really drawing you to this other energy. Like you really feel meant for this, but at the same time, because you're feeling this so strongly, Sagittarius, it's almost like that's what's spooking you out as well, darling. That's what's spooking you out as well. So then it's like the sense of where you kind of want to walk away before you start feeling too many more feelings for this, because you know, in your narrative, you think that everyone's going to just disappoint you one way or another, right? And the moon energy coming in as well for you, Sagittarius, right? I really feel like you're going to be caught surprised by like how this energy is different in your life, darling. All right, Sagittarius, and you can hold me to this. I really feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised by this energy. It's going to catch you off guard. There's a lot more going on than what you are aware of, is what I want to be pointing out to you. Back of the deck energy is the Nine of Pentacles as well, coming in here, darling. And so your spiritual team is letting you know that they are guiding you at this point in time. Your spiritual team they would not lead you astray, darling, right? You're receiving the blessing from them. You are going to be taken care of, Sagittarius, and you have to just be willing to allow this to play out just a little bit further. The Nine of Pentacles energy is the best card to be having for those that are self-employed, right? So don't give up right now just because you're not getting the results, just because you don't have as many views as you were hoping for in those videos on your content, just because you're not making as many sales as you're hoping for. Yeah, it's going to be happening. You're going to be taken care of. So don't, what is the saying where it's just like, just don't fold too early, you know, don't quit too early on in this regard, Sagittarius, because again, like, you know, there's so much more left to be evolving in this situation, but you have to allow the time to have this evolve, darling. All right, I feel so confidently with this. We have the Judgment energy coming in here, darling Sagittarius. All right, the Judgment energy coming in on top of this. Let's see here. We also have the Three of Cups energy here, Sagittarius. Come on now. This is the card of celebration as well. And then we have the Three of Wands coming in, Sagittarius, clarifying this row. I feel as if for you guys, Sagittarius, many of you guys, I feel, are going to start receiving some signs relatively soon that is going to lead to celebration. You're going to start celebrating the small victories first before it becomes something much bigger. All right. And so I'm not going to sit here and tell like a storyline to you, Sagittarius, where it's like you just wake up to like 500 new sales, or you wake up towards this energy like confessing their love and what have you, Sagittarius. I feel as if you're going to start receiving some positive signs. You know, that Three of Wands represents those little breadcrumbs being shown to you, starting to see the results. You know, it's coming, darling, right? Now with this Judgment energy, I am interested in clarifying, to be honest here, but because the Three of Wands, Three of Cups makes so much sense to me, but I'm not really quite sure about the Judgment Strength card as well. So really, okay, now I get it. So you got the Strength card again, Sagittarius. So it's like, really, this is your chance to really break this cycle in your life, Sagittarius. This right here, right? Do you choose to break this cycle in your life in regards to, you know, this repetitive thing that has always happened in your life? Or do you choose to stay in your comfort zone and, you know, not break the cycle and go back into your same patterns that you've had in your life? You know, this is a really big situation for you, Sagittarius. You have the opportunity to really break a cycle in your life and to really rewrite your own story. All right, Sagittarius. And so I really want to push this narrative for you guys, that you guys choose to rewrite your own story. You choose to look at the shadow work right in the face and be like, you know, accept this challenge, right? Because I feel like a lot of you guys are being challenged. Accept this challenge, Sagittarius, and look it right in the face and tell it that you're not going to allow this to defeat you, that you're going to see this all the way through, darling. All right. So I love you so much, Sagittarius. Hopefully you found some tarot cards that resonate with you in this tarot reading today. Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe. Remember, Sagittarius, if you want to book a private to personal reading with me, my website's linked down below, SimplyVelca.com, next to my social medias, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, all that just being SimplyVelca, my darling Sagittarius, and I'll be connecting with y'all sometime in the near future. I love you so much, Sagittarius. Bye.